Do you remember it? A day from your childhood, maybe you were 7, 8 or 11. There were rituals, family, a sense of importance you couldn't quite put your finger on. And right at the center of it all, a sacred thread was placed over your shoulder. And a mantra was whispered in your ear, the Uapnayan, the thread ceremony. For many of us, that was the day we were given the Gayatri Mantra. We were told it was the profound key, a daily duty, that it was essential for clarity, intelligence, and a good life. We were supposed to chant it every single day. But what happened? For most of us, life happened, school, exams, careers, just the sheer speed of the modern world. The thread became just a string and the mantra became a few syllables. We mumbled for a while and then forgot completely. It just faded into the background, dismissed as an old-fashioned ritual, something that belonged to a different time. A lot of us were never really told why it was important beyond tradition. So we just let it go. But what if, in leaving it behind, you discarded one of the most powerful tools for your mind and body you were ever given? What if that meaningless ritual was actually a sophisticated spiritual technology and modern science is only now beginning to understand what the ancient sages knew all along? Some of the latest research into the Gayatri Mantra is intervene, and it strongly suggests you should reconsider what you left behind. Let's be honest, we live in a world of constant low-level anxiety. We are stressed about deadliness, about money, about the future. We struggle to focus in an age of endless distraction. Our minds pulled in 1,000 different directions at once. There is that nagging feeling of disconnection, that there should be more to life than just a frantic rush from one thing to the next. We look for solutions in productivity apps, in hacking, in expensive wellness trends, all trying to find the focus and peace that seems so out of reach. We feel overwhelmed. Our nervous systems are pretty much always in overdrive, stuck in fight or flight. We get mental fatigue, feel emotionally unstable, and for a lot of people, this leads to clinical anxiety and depression. We are all looking for a switch to turn off the noise, to calm the storm inside. Now, imagine if I told you that switch wasn't in an app, but in the very mantra you were taught as a child, that this ancient sequence of sounds was almost perfectly designed to address the exact problems we're facing today. This isn't about blind faith. We're talking about physiology, about neuroscience, about psychology. It's about measurable results that are now being documented in credible scientific journals. You have been carrying the solution with you this whole time. It's time to understand the science of how it works. The neurological upgrade. What happens to your brain? When you decided the Gayatri Mantra was just a string of words, you were missing the most critical part, vibration. Every sound you make creates a physical vibration. The specific rhythmic sounds of the Gayatri Mantra are designed to resonate through your body, starting with your brain. Modern neuroscience is giving us a window into what's happening. Studies using EEG to measure brainwave activity have found that chanting the Gayatri Mantra can lead to significant neurological shifts. Specifically, it seems to boost alpha and theta brainwaves. Alpha waves are linked to a state of relaxed, calm, alertness, that feeling of being present and focused but not stressed. Theta waves are associated with deep relaxation, meditation, and creativity. Chanting appears to physically shift your brain out of a state of high stress, beta waves activity into a state of calm, focused clarity. But the research gets even more specific. Some studies suggest that chanting the mantra increases activity in the prefrontal cortex. This is your brain's command center, responsible for things like decision-making, emotional regulation, and focus. Strengthening this area is like upgrading your mental operating system. At the same time, this kind of meditation has been shown to help decrease activity in the amygdala, the brain's alarm system of fear and anger. Think about that for a second. A practice that strengthens your brain center for focus while calming its center for fear. That's a neurological recipe of powerful emotional stability. On top of that, it seems to enhance cognitive performance. One study compared students who recited the Gayatri Mantra to those who recited a simple poem and found that the mantra group scored significantly better on attention tests. Other preliminary studies have shown notable improvements in both spatial and verbal memory after just a few weeks of practice. The rhythmic sounds aren't just sounds, they are a tool that may help synchronize your brain hemispheres, promoting better communication between different neural networks. The result, potentially sharper focus, better memory, and an enhanced ability to learn, hacking your nervous system from stress to serenity. Now, let's go from the brain to the body's master control network, the nervous system. Most of us spend our days with our sympathetic nervous system running the show. You know it as fight or flight. This is our survival mode, flooding our bodies with cortisol and adrenaline. It's great for escaping a trigger, but it's toxic when it becomes our default state just from checking emails. This is where the Gayatri Mantra might perform one of its most incredible feats. The act of chanting itself, the deep, controlled breathing and vibration of your vocal cord directly stimulates the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the main highway of your parasympathetic nervous system or the rest and digest system. When you activate it, you are manually flipping the switch from stress to calm. This isn't just a feeling, it's a cascade of measurable physiological changes. Vagus nerve stimulation tells your heart to slow down, which is why some studies show that chanting can lower your resting heart rate and blood pressure. It signals your brain to release calming neurotransmitters and endorphins, which are the body's natural feel-good chemicals. It can reduce the production of cortisol, the stress hormone that, when it's always high, leads to inflammation, weight gain, and a weaker immune system. So, without any pills or fancy tech, simply by using your own voice and breath, you can actively influence your heart rate, lower your blood pressure, and dial down the very hormones that make you feel stressed. This is why a growing body of research suggests that regular mantra practice can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. The vibrations from chanting literally send a signal through your nerves that says you are safe and you are relaxed. Proof in practice, the revolution in well-being. The ultimate test, of course, is what this all adds up to. Does this practice actually improve a person's life? The science is yes, it seems so. One compelling clinical study looked at university students and divided them into two groups. The first group practiced Gayatri Mantra chanting and silent meditation for 30 to 45 minutes a day. The other group didn't. After 60 days, the results were stunning. The group that didn't practice saw their quality of life score stay about the same. But the group that practiced the mantra saw a life-altered leap in their well-being, a statistically significant finding that points to the powerful positive effect of the practice. Another recent study reinforced these findings, showing that a 40-day practice of Gayatri Mantra meditation led to significant improvements in what psychologists call psychological capital, hope, self-efficacy, optimism, and resilience. These are the core resources you pull from to get through life's challenges. The mantra, it seems, doesn't just make you feel better in the moment, it may fundamentally strengthen your psychological foundation for the long haul, and the potential benefits might not even stop here. Some researchers theorize that the vibrations could stimulate glands that regulate bodily functions, including the immune system. The deep rhythmic breathing required for chanting improves lung capacity and oxygenates the blood, which might even provide some relief for conditions like asthma. Other research even points to beauty benefits, suggesting the facial vibrations increase circulation and help clear toxins, leading to more radiant skin. So, the evidence is clearly pointing in a promising direction. The question is, how do you restart a practice you left behind years ago? The reason many of us start is that it felt like a complex, rigid ritual we didn't get. The key to starting again is to reframe it. Don't see it as a religious sword, but as a scientific tool for your well-being or workout for your mind and nervous system. You don't need to recreate the elaborate rituals from your childhood. The power is in the sound and your focus. Here is how you can begin. Start small. Just commit to chant 54 times a day in one sitting. The goal is consistency. Not you should practice so long. The cumulative effect is what really matters. Second, find the words. Find the mantra. If you have forgotten the mantra, a quick search will bring it right off. Write it down, listen to a recording to get the pronunciation and rhythm. Don't aim for perfection, just aim for practice. Third, integrate, don't isolate. You don't need to make a very rigid schedule. You can wake up in the morning, get fresh, just before having a breakfast, chant 54 times. That's all. If you can, when you reach home in the evening, get fresh, sit on the same place, again chant 54 times. That's all. Fourth, trust the process, not the dogma. You don't have to subscribe to any specific belief for this to work. The effects on your vagus nerve and prefrontal cortex are physiological. They happen whether you believe in them or not. Just like lifting a weight builds muscle, no matter what your philosophy is. Trust the process. You can treat it like an experiment. Commit to trying it for 21 days and just see what happens. Notice your stress levels, notice your focus, notice your mood. You have nothing to lose and a whole lot of clarity, calm, and well-being to gain. The opening ceremony gave you a gift. It wasn't just a trend. It was a key to unlocking a higher state of being. For years, you may have thought it was just an old relic, but science is now showing us that it's a tool for the future. A powerful method for managing stress, boosting brain function, and truly improving your quality of life. You have carried this powerful tool with you, maybe without even knowing it, your entire life. It's waiting for you to pick it up again, not out of duty or dogma, but as a conscious choice for your own health and happiness. The science is pointing the way. Now the choice is yours. If this resonated with you and you have had your own journey with the Gayatri Mantra, please share your experience in the comment below. What was your relationship with it? Does this scientific perspective change how you see it? And if you want more content that connects ancient wisdom with modern science, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Reclaim your tool, reclaim your space, reclaim your peace. See you in the next video.